Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have my November favorites for you guys. I've been trying a lot of new things here lately, so I really just want to focus on things that I've really been trying out and using on a consistent basis. So yeah, I have some beauty items. I do have a couple of food items, and unfortunately in this video, I do have a couple of fails. But yeah, I'm excited to show you everything. So if you want to see the items that I picked for this month, then just keep watching. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go in with beauty first. I have been loving this Master Eye Prep Set by Mario. This is actually an eye primer that I have been using like every day, and I really do love it. As you can see, I have put a dent in both of those. At first, I was using them just on their own, but now I've just kind of been blending them together. And I really do love that this has a powder in the packaging because it makes it so convenient for me. All I have to do is put those primers on and then set it with this powder, and everything works together really well. This primer doesn't get drying on me. It doesn't pull my eyelids. It doesn't tug, so I'm not worried about like getting wrinkles up there because this is super creamy. So yeah, I really have been loving this. I think this is such a great and convenient palette. So when I get closer to pan, I'm gonna have to buy another one because I really do like it that much. I do wanna mention that I am wearing all of the beauty products that I'm showing you today. So I did wanna mention that, but let's go ahead and go into the next product, and it's this e.l.f. Hot Chocolate palette. This palette is such a gorgeous palette. It has some really beautiful warm tones. It's got a pop of green, a pop of gold, and I really have been loving this. I've been picking this up constantly, where I either wear like 2 shades or I wear like 1 shade all over the eyelid. But these are really good quality for the price, guys. I think I paid either $10 or $15 for this, and it was well worth the purchase because I really do like the fact that these are blendable and they are pigmented. They just go on really well on the eyes. So I do want to mention that I have this shade right here, and I will swatch it for you so you can see. But I have this shade all over my eyelid, along with some other shades that I'm about to show you from another palette that I've been loving. Yeah, that is the shade right there blended out. Just really, really beautiful. So this is a great palette. If you're looking to get a gift for someone, I would definitely look into this e.l.f. palette, because this is a palette that is pretty versatile. You know, you have some shades in here that you can wear during the day. Then you have the pops of shimmer that you can actually add to just give that eye look just a little bit more pop. So yeah, I really do like this. Another e.l.f. palette that I've been loving is this e.l.f. Blush and Bronze and Highlight palette. Now, I will say that I don't use any of the bronzers on my skin because eventually I really didn't like the way the bronzer looked on my skin. So what I do, I use those bronzers as like a pop of color on the cheek if I want something that's not too dark and I want something that's a little bit more neutral. So I will go in with those bronzer colors. But the highlighter I have used, I did use it again today. I really do love it. It goes on really smooth on the skin. It doesn't accentuate texture or anything like that. And then these blushes are amazing. Now, I did not use a blush from this palette today, but the blushes are really good blushes. I will swatch some of them for you so you can see. So that's a blush, and this is a blush. This one you can barely see, it's the lighter peach, but those are the blushes right there. So this has been a really nice addition to that e.l.f. eye palette. I think these are just really good quality, especially for the price. So another palette I've been loving are these Supreme Nudes by Artist Couture. This is such a good palette, guys. This is so universal. You can wear it any time of the year. It has so many great shades in there, from neutral to warm tone shades. Really, really beautiful. I love these shimmer shades that are in here. They just add that really nice shimmery look to the eye. Today I wore this shade in the crease and this shade in the crease, and then I put that other e.l.f. shade on top. And I really love the way the eye look came out. It's a very soft, very bronzy eye. They're very blendable, very creamy, and they just go on really easy on the eye. You don't have to put a lot of effort into using these shadows. So yeah, I've really been loving this one as well. And then the last palette is also by Mario. This is the Master Mattes palette. Again, this is a great palette, just like the Supreme Nudes palette. This palette has a lot of great shades in there that you can wear every single day for a more casual look, or even going with a smoky eye for a night look. So yeah, I've really been loving this. This is the same quality as the Supreme Nudes. It just has different shades in it, and it of course is all matte. So another line of blushes that I've been loving are the Milani Baked Blushes. These are actually new to the line. This is Sunrise Serenita, and this one is Coco Felicita. These are really beautiful on the skin. I have Coco Felicita on my skin right now. I recently just posted a Milani video where I used this one, and I will put it right here if you guys are interested. But the Felicita has to be my favorite blush out of the two. This one's gorgeous on the skin, but this one takes the cake. It's really, really beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them for you so you can see both of them. But yeah, these are some gorgeous, gorgeous blushes. But that's Felicita and that's Serenita. So really, really beautiful, very creamy. If you guys have ever tried Luminoso, that one is like a cult favorite, and these work just as well as that one. And I don't know if you can get these at the drugstore just yet, like at CVS or Target or whatever. If I'm not mistaken, I think you can only get them online, but Black Friday sale is coming up soon. So if you want these, I would definitely grab them during the sale. So lately I've been picking up this Airbrush bronzer by Charlotte Tilbury in the number 2. This is the shade here. This is what I have on my skin today. I really, really do love this, guys. I actually put this where all my Charlotte Tilbury items were, and I kind of forgot about it. But I went ahead and pulled it out of that collection, put it on my desk, and then I started using it, and I have been using it all month. It is such a great bronzer. Goes on super silky on the skin. Looks very nice and bronzy. I love the shade of it. I think it's the perfect shade. I think if I went with 10, which is I think number 3, it would have been too dark. But I do like this shade of bronzer. I think it's just like that perfect bronzy brown tone. It's not too neutral, it's not too warm, it's like right in the middle. And then the other bronzer I wanna mention really quickly is the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. This is actually the shade number 3 in Suntan. This is a very beautiful bronzer as well. And I would say the consistency is somewhat similar to the Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like when I put both of these on, they go on the same. They feel really like silky soft on the skin, and the shade is just perfect. So really been loving this. I did use this as well in my Milani video if you guys want to see the shade on my skin. So yeah, this is really beautiful and I'm just hooked. So a foundation that I've been loving this month is the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. This is what I have on my skin today. I love the look of this foundation, and I wouldn't really say it's like matte. I would say it's more like a satin finish, because it really doesn't look like matte on the skin at all. So yeah, I've really been loving this. I have the shade Tawny. Initially, I purchased the shade Natural, and Natural was way too light for me, so I had to pick up a darker shade, and so I went with Tawny. I did want to mention that I did wear this like almost 9 hours, and it worked out perfectly for me. I didn't get super oily in my T-zone. I did have like a little bit of oil seeping through, but it was very, very minimal. So it's been a really good foundation for me. So 2 mascaras that I want to mention, they're from the same brand. They're by L'Oreal, and they're the Air Volume Mega Mascara. This one is waterproof. This one isn't. They're both very good mascaras. This one I love because I wore this one day to work and I didn't get any mascara on my under eye, and I really love that about this. So this is a really good mascara for my top lashes. And then this one is a really good mascara just overall. I actually wear this when I'm not at work. This one I do because I'm out in the elements, but this one is better for me like when I'm gonna go run errands, or if I just wanna wear mascara on my eyelashes that day with a look. So yeah, I really do love this one. They're both really good. They really do volumize my eyelashes. I wouldn't say they lengthen them, but they do give me volume. So I really am enjoying these mascaras. So for lips, I've really been loving this Juvia's Barely There lip gloss. I have it on today. And guys, I just can't get over how pigmented this is. I'm gonna put a little bit on. Look at that. You see how pigmented that is? It's so creamy and glossy at the same time. It doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel goopy. And like I said, I love the pigmentation of this. I think it's such a beautiful gloss. I want to look at getting some other shades, but it's so hard because I can't really look online, because I don't know if the shades are true to their color. And then when you go to the store, you can't swatch anything and you can't really open anything. So it's really been hard for me to decide what other shade I want to get in this, but these are really, really good, guys. If you haven't tried them and you want something glossy and pigmented, this is the way to go. So the last makeup product are these Profusion glitters. This is the one I have on my eye today. It's called Glisten. I really do love these, guys. When you put these on, they don't get all over the face. I actually placed this on after I did all my makeup. I don't have any glitter fall out. I think it gives a really beautiful sparkle to the eye. So yeah, these are really good. And they're very easy to actually put on. They have a flat applicator, and basically what I do is just I kind of go in and just put it on where I want it. The other shades I have are Glimmer and Glitz. So these are the 3 shades right here. But yeah, these are really good and they're very, very affordable. So now I'm going to show you some beauty tools that I love. One of them is my Shiseido eyelash curler. Been loving this. It is a game changer for me. This really gets down to the lash line and gets in there and curls my lashes so well. It doesn't pinch my eye. It doesn't like hurt or anything. It just does it very comfortably. So I've been really loving this eyelash curler. I love it so much, I stopped using my tweezer man. 2 brushes that I have been using like nonstop are these Sonia Kashuk brushes. One of them is a rounded crease brush. The other one is a tapered crease brush. They're both probably about $7.99 at Target. And the reason I love these so much, guys, is because when I go in with a crease color, I can go in and just swipe that color on, blend it out, and this does all the work. It really does. So if you're looking for a good crease brush, this is a good one to start with. And of course, this one is tapered. It's not like completely tapered, but it is tapered enough to where you can get in there with some precision. So really do love both of these. They are super soft. They don't scratch the eye, and they're very affordable as well. Another tool that I want to show you, and I don't have one right here with me, but it's the e.l.f. sponge. I'll put a picture right here. It's the new e.l.f. Marshmallow Sponge. That sponge is so good. It is only $5 and it works better to me than the Beauty Blender. So really loving that e.l.f. sponge. I don't know if the Marshmallow Sponge is a limited edition for holiday, but if it is, then go out and grab one at Target, because I guarantee you, you guys will love it. It's such a soft sponge and it applies your makeup so well. So that's it for the makeup and the beauty tools. Now let's go ahead and get into some food. I only have 2 food items that I have been loving here lately, and they're not very healthy, but they're really good. So the first item are these Julio chips. I don't have any of the items here because honestly, I don't have any more. I have to go to the grocery store and pick these items up. So the first one is the Julio's chips. These Julio chips have like the best crunch, the best seasoning, the best flavor, and they're a little bit saltier. Now, I like salty chips. I don't like my chips to be bland. I have to have a little bit of salt on them, and these have just the perfect amount of salt, and they have the perfect amount of seasoning, that they are so good just to eat on their own or to actually pair them with like guacamole or queso or whatever, however you like to dip your chip. But yeah, they're so good. I have been loving these. Now, another thing I've been loving is the Torchy's queso. Torchy's is actually a restaurant here in Dallas, but they also have one, I think, in Austin. I think it originated in Austin. I can't remember where else they have them, but I know that they're all around Texas. I'm not sure if they're outside of Texas, but Whole Foods carries the Torchy's queso. If you're looking for a really good queso, you know, like sometimes when you buy queso, you warm it up, it seems kind of watery or it's too thick and it doesn't have any flavor. This one does. It is so good. It has like green chilies in it, and it's not too spicy and it's not too mild. It's just perfect. I love eating this queso with those chips or even with regular chips. It's just so good. So those are the 2 food items that I wanted to mention. I'm surprised I didn't have a coffee item for you guys, because you know I like my coffee, but I probably will next favorites because it's starting to get a little cooler and I really do love drinking like my hot coffees. I still drink my cold brew coffees, but I do like drinking a warmer coffee during the colder months. So yeah, so let me go ahead and finish up this video with these fails that I have. I have two of them. One of them is the Milani, the Waterproof One Mascara. This is what the mascara looks like. This mascara is supposed to be waterproof, and this was a complete fail for me. It smeared all on my under eyes. I wore this to work. I looked so horrible. It looked like somebody socked me in the eyes. So this did not work for me. I wish it did, because I just recently tried another Milani mascara in that Milani video, and that one was really good. I'm still testing it out, still making sure that it works well for me. But this one is a no-go. So the second item is the L'Oreal Micro Ink Pen by Brow Stylist. This is what the pen looks like. It actually has like this rubber or silicone tip, and it has like these little jagged teeth on them. Now this was supposed to be used to where I can actually flick it up and add like hair-like strokes to my eyebrows. Didn't work that way. When I use this, you guys will see, it just smears color everywhere. There's no hair-like strokes. And even going in like with the tip, look how thick those strokes are. They're just too thick. You can tell that there's strokes in there, but there's too much color deposited. It just doesn't look right. So yeah, this is a complete fail for me. I was really hoping that I could work with this, and it just didn't work out for me. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my favorites and fails, and I'm probably gonna be putting this up after Thanksgiving, so I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving and a safe Thanksgiving. I know this is a time when you wanna be with your family. I know that's the case for me. I really miss the fact of having family over like for the holidays. Our house used to be full like every Thanksgiving and Christmas, and you know, sometimes that can get overwhelming and it could get very stressful. At least for me it was. And I really kind of regret feeling that way, because now I really miss those times. It's just very hard. It's very hard for everyone right now. I'm just hoping and praying that you all have a good Thanksgiving, and I especially hope that you guys are staying healthy and safe. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys, and we will see you on the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.